Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Trash Picture Show. My amazing, absolutely amazing and gorgeous girlfriend, Jen Mitchell, aka Jen's Reviews from the Grave, sent me over a humongous box of stuff for Christmas. I have been spoiled rotten, and there is a bunch of figures that I'm going to be spending a while reviewing because she sent over quite a few over the Christmas period. But the first figure I'm going to look at is this figure here. This is actually quite interesting. This is a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes figure, and this is from the movies. But unlike the Declassified series, this is basically a kind of movie tie-in figure, but roughly in the same scale as the Declassifieds. I genuinely thought if there was going to be a kind of budgetary range, they would have been in the scale of, say, the traditional G.I. Joe, the kind of 3 3/4 size. But no, this is roughly maybe a 4.5, 5 inch figure. Really cool Baroness figure. Really liking the colors. Just flip to the back and it just shows the figure there. Now, the paint scheme isn't perfect, but it's still a nice looking figure. And it just shows everything on the back. Baroness, kind of her blue costume and the accessories. You see she has two of her kind of cobra daggers there and some kind of weapon. I'm going to pause the video, take her out, and we will have a closer look. So don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. And we are back, and here is the Baroness out of the box. So before we look at the accessories, let's have a closer look at the figure. And yeah, it's cool. Unlike the other two Baroness costumes, this is a kind of metallic blue. Articulation-wise, not super limited, but not as kind of articulated as, say, the Classifieds G.I. Joes are, but still pretty cool. There's articulation in the knee, single joint in the hip, and a single joint in the arm. No rotation in the wrists, and the head seems to be stuck. Now, that could be molding, or it could be just a case of it needs a bit of hot water. But still, really nice looking figure. For what it is, it's pretty cool. She does have a feature that is a nice throwback to, well, He-Man of all things. She has a spring in her waist, so she can do that. So she can arm up with one of her Cobra daggers, which I'm actually perplexed on how you fit in, because the hands aren't super rubbery, but they're not super hard either. Hang on. Yeah. So they go in there like that, so you can have her getting ready to stab someone or shank them. Speaking of weapons she comes with, I'm just going to try and hold it up close. We can have a closer look. This very cool Cobra dagger, which is pretty cool. She comes with two of them, and she also comes with this. I have no idea what this is. Then again, it's a G.I. Joe weapon. It's some kind of, I don't know, flamethrower or thing that bites people. I don't know about that. It's some kind of gun anyway, which fits into her hand as well. Just try and put it in there. Maybe I have to do a bit of boostering. Or maybe the other hand, I'll see. But I'll see if I can get it into this one. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to get in. I'm not going to lie. Probably not the best design for the hands. You could probably work it in there. I'd say maybe treat it with a bit of hot water first. But I really like this figure. The color scheme, just the blue, the kind of metallic blue, her shades. Sure, the paint work isn't the best, but then again, this is more of a kind of a budgetary version of the Baroness. Strangely enough, she looks nothing like the Snake Eyes version. She looks more like the Sienna Miller version from the first G.I. Joe movie. Even with the shades. But still, really cool figure, and Jen was awesome for getting me this. Just for fun, I'm going to pause the video, and when I get back, I will do a size comparison to some other Baroness figures I own. So don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is the Hasbro Baroness. And I'm going to put the Classifieds Classic Baroness next to her. And yeah, she's that bit taller, alright. And I'm also going to put her actual movie counterpart, the actual Snake Eyes Baroness, next to her. And yeah, she's a bit taller as well, but not by much. So if you could switch out the heads, you could make yourself a very unique Baroness. I gotta see if the head can be removed without damaging her. I don't want to damage the figure because she's pretty cool. But yeah, I like her. She's obviously not of the same quality as either of these two ladies, the Declassifieds line. But I still think she's cool. The blue makes her pop. There's something a lot more kind of G.I. Joe cartoony about her that really works really well. And yeah, she's a cool figure. And yeah, I'd be interested to see what other ones came in this line, because Jen said that these were not the dearest of figures, and it would be pretty cool to get maybe one or two more of these ones. Because yeah, the Declassifieds, the G.I. Joe Classifieds line, or is it Declassifieds? I don't know. They're pretty cool. They're awesome, but they are on the expensive side. Whereas this kind of strikes a kind of happy medium. But yeah, I digress, guys. Which do you think is the best out of the three? This one's my favorite. This one, as you guys know, I still like, but had issues, particularly with the glasses and some of the articulation. This one is probably my second favorite. Yes, very limited articulation, but there's just something cool and retro about it as well. But leave your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Which do you think is the best of these three Baroness figures? And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now. I meant to write times to west of the motherfucker. I meant to write times to west of the motherfucker. I meant to write times to west of the motherfucker. I meant to write times to west.
Guess who up in this bitch? Catch who ducking his clip. Dick who wanted my nigga is nothing. Them boys, them drummers, y'all niggas be gunning, but your niggas ain't guttering.